Hello everyone, welcome to biology class. We have been discussing the chapter number 3, kingdom classification, and here we have the kingdom Animalia, that is related to the classification of animals. So last class we had discussed this basic physical characteristics, and today we will continue the same. So as I told in the last class, the animals are divided into two main categories based on the absence or presence of the backbone, if the backbone is present or not. So there the two classifications are vertebrate and the invertebrates. If the backbone is there, if the animals which are having the backbone or the vertebral column, they are called vertebrates. There are certain animals which are not having this backbone, they are called as invertebrates. So now we will have the classification of the vertebrates. If we classify the vertebrates, then we can say what the vertebrates which are having a backbone. So this distinct vertebral column or backbone is connected to the brain, and the responsible for for all the activities which are performed by these organisms. Even our own body, human beings are also classified under this heading of vertebrates, because brain is regulating center of the body. It is controlling all the activities or all the functions of our own body. So let us have a classification of this vertebrates. Vertebrates we can classify into five main classes. What are the classes that are given here? First is Pisces, then second amphibia, reptilia, aves, and mammalia. These are the five different classes into which the vertebrates or animals with the backbone are classified. We'll see one by one all these particular classes. So the first one that comes here is class Pisces. So let us have an understanding of this Pisces. What the meaning is written in the bracket, you can see. As you can see here, Pisces mean fishes. So all the fishes, all of them are put in this class called as Pisces. So all the animals which are living in water, fishes are living in water. So the animals of class Pisces all will be aquatic animals. And let us have the characteristics. The class Pisces animals are cold-blooded. Cold-blooded means their body temperature is not fixed. The body temperature will change according to the surroundings. If the fishes enter hot water, their body temperature becomes warmer, or the body temperature also becomes more. If the fishes are moving towards cold water, then their body will also become colder. The body temperature will also reduce. So such type of animals are cold blooded animals. Fishes are cold blooded. Next is they have a streamlined body which reduces the resistance of the water current and helps them in swimming. So the fishes all are having a streamlined body. So when the water is coming from in front, this water will divide into two categories. So this shape of the body is streamlined in nature. So this is second point. Next is they breathe through special respiratory structures that are there. They are called gills are doing what? Gills are separating oxygen from water. Oxygen gas is required for breathing, but these animals are in water. So how they will breathe? Gills will separate the oxygen from the water. Oxygen is dissolved in the water and it is separated using gills, and then they can breathe. Next is their side fins. These are the side fins. The side fins will do what? The side fins will help to move forward the tail. This is the tail. The tail will help in doing what? It will help in changing the direction. So that is the side fins and tail are helping in the movement only. So that is all only. The pectoral and the paired fins help the fish to swim up and down. The pectoral fins and the paired fins, all these are different fins there. They are helping to change the directions only. Now the fishes are having scales. You can see the body is having different scales. These are scales on the body of the fish. So what these scales are doing? These are only for protection, for self defense only. Next is they lay their eggs in water. Obviously these are aquatic animals. They will lay their eggs in. All the properties of features we have seen. The examples, any of these examples you can learn. All these are the different type of animals present in the class Pisces, or these are only different fishes. Next is now class Amphibia. Amphi means both kinds, and bio means life. Both type of life means what? These type of animals can live on both type of places. They can live on land, also they can live in water. Because these animals will live on both, they are called amphibians. Amphi means both type. What are those both type? These are land and water only. So again, features will read. First one is cold-blooded only, body temperature is not fixed, it depends on the surrounding. Second point is here given, They are found near the ponds and the water bodies. They are generally near the water bodies only. Next, the skin is moist and slippery. Skin is not dry, it is moist and slippery because they are generally entering the water bodies also. That is why also the skin is moist. And also this moist skin will help them from their enemies to escape. The other animals cannot easily catch them because the skin is slippery. Now they will breathe in water through their skin only. They are not having gills. Through their skin they can absorb oxygen gas. And on the land, how they will breathe? On the land they are having lungs. For that, so two things are responsible for the breathing. One is the skin in water and lungs on the land. Now next one, they have webbed feet and which are enabled them to swim in water. Webbed feet is what? This is webbed feet. Means the different parts of the hand are interconnected to each other. That is webbed feet. And these are allowing to helping to swim easily in water. These also lay eggs in water. Whenever they have to lay eggs, they will enter the water bodies. Example you have to learn: frog, toad, salamander. All these are the examples of amphibians. Let us move to the next one now. Reptiles. Reptiles are having snakes and different other animals which are crawling in nature. So reptilians means crawling. All the crawling ones are here. So let us read here. Reptiles are more adapted to life on earth than the amphibians. They are generally present on the land only. They can move in water also, but they cannot live in deep water. They are generally on the land. So in this case the legs are underdeveloped, legs are not there, or very small they are. So that is why they have to crawl. Most of the reptiles will be crawling in nature. Now the features we'll see, example we'll see later on. Cold-blooded, again same thing repeats here. Body temperature is not fixed, it depends on the surrounding. Next, they are having dry skin. Amphibians we had seen moist skin was there, but here they have a dry and a scaly skin, like in a snake you can see. Also you can see the lizard. All these are reptiles. So all the reptiles are having four legs, lizard and so on. Different reptiles are there, like crocodile is there, tortoise, chameleon, all are having four legs. Only one reptile is there, snake, which is not having. Except snake, all the reptiles are having four legs. Next, they breathe through lungs. That is how they breathe. Next, they will lay their eggs on land. Till now, class Pisces and amphibia we saw, they used to lay eggs in water, but the reptiles lay eggs on the land only, and the eggs are having hard shells made of calcium. The eggs are not easily breaking. These are the examples: chameleon, crocodile, tortoise, snake, lizard. All these are different reptiles. Now we'll move to the next class, that is aves. Aves means birds. All the birds are members of the class aves, and these are flying animals. So flying animals are belonging to which class? If this question is asked, you will write answer is aves. Let us read the features or characteristics. Birds are warm-blooded. Now another new point has come. Till now whatever animals we saw, they were cold-blooded, but the birds are warm-blooded. Their body temperature is fixed. It is not affected by the surroundings. If they enter cold region, if they enter the hot region, the body temperature will not change. That is warm-blooded animals. Next is they are having a light body, obviously, because birds have to fly. That is why their body is very light with feathers to fly. Next, now their four limbs are modified into wings, and these are helping to fly. Obviously the wings are there. These are only four limbs. Two pair of limbs are there. In human beings, four limbs are hands, but in the birds the four limbs are wings. Now hind limbs are only the legs only. They are used for walking and running. Next, the legs are covered with scales and the toes are equipped with claws. You can see any of the bird, the legs are claws. So that is, claws are there in the case of the birds. Next, the bones are lightweight and also they are hollow. Hollow bones are there. Bones of the birds are empty from inside. They are having air cavities. Means empty hollow bones are there. Why the bones are very light? So that the bird can easily fly. To reduce its weight only, the bones are very lightweight and they are generally empty. Next, they are having a beak without teeth. They are not having teeth. Only beak is there, used to eat different things. All the birds lay their eggs, and because they are laying eggs, they are called as oviparous. All the animals which lay their eggs, they are oviparous only, and these are laying eggs in the nest and incubated by the parents. Means the mother bird will remain with the eggs until the young ones are coming out from the egg. All the examples are there. All these are different type of the birds which are member of the class, that is aves. Aves are birds. Next, now the last one is in the vertebrates, that is mammalians. Mammals means of the breast, so that is all the milk producing animals are the members of the mammals. Human beings are also a part of mammals only. So let us see the characteristics of mammal. First is warm blooded animals. That means body temperature is fixed, the temperature is not changing, so that is what we will say, warm blooded animals. Human beings body temperature is fixed, that is 37 degrees Celsius or 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. That is the normal body temperature. So ये fixed रहता है, it is not changing. So that means what, warm blooded animals are all of these which are present in the class mammals. Now next one, they are having hair on their body. Mammals have this characteristic, hair is present all over the body. Next, sweat glands are there. Sweat is produced on the body of mammals through the sweat glands. Our body also produces sweat because of this. Next is mammals breathe through their lungs, that is the respiratory organ. Two pair of limbs are there, that means two hands and two legs, that is limbs. Next, they give birth to their young ones. Whatever animal give birth, they are called viviparous. Before that we have seen oviparous. Birds are oviparous. Why they are so oviparous? Because they lay their eggs. If the animal is laying egg, it is oviparous. If the animal is giving birth to young ones, then it is viviparous. And parental care is obviously, it is there in all the mammals. The mother parent, and they are generally more caring in nature. So mothers will do what? They will suckle their young ones with their milk, and their mother in the mammals is having mammary glands which produces milk, and milk is fed to the babies. So all these animals are there which are part, including the human beings. All these are mammals here. So that is all we have seen today, the different classification of kingdom animal. In that kingdom animal we have seen the class different classes. All these in short they can be learned in this manner: PARAM, param. Param means, P means Pisces, A means amphibia, R means reptile or reptilia, then A means aves, and the last one M means mammals. So that is how we can learn this. This is a short trick to learn different members of vertebrates: Pisces, amphibia, reptile, aves and mammals. Okay, that's all. Next class we'll continue with the invertebrates. This is a relatively long chapter, it will take time to understand, so we'll end the session now. Thank you.